Hey all, this is Bob Whigham with Remax Ultimate. And today I want to chat with you about the housing market and the elections and why, and four reasons why the elections will not dampen the housing market. The first one is demand is strong among millennials. It's a very large group of buyers in today's market. A lot of them are first-time home buyers. The statistics that I'm looking at are from Realtor.com and the federal government, FHA, that sort of thing, HUD. They're projecting that millennials are going to be buying in this market right now. The second one is mortgage rates are historically low. If you've been paying attention, you can see what the rates are these days, around 3%, sometimes under. That's almost like free money. When you think about back in the early 80s, it was 12 to 17% interest rates. Bad times, bad times. The third reason is prices will continue to appreciate. If you look at the history of real estate, let's just take 50 years. The market has gone up consistently on an average. It's going to have its hills and valleys, but if you stick with it, you're going to appreciate, and you will appreciate that. For example, the first house I bought was a little story and a half, 3-bedroom, 1-bath, full basement, a detached garage with a patio. Nice little house, very good starter home. Paid $16,500 for it. $12,000. That was my my motorcycle, which I sold. I don't have it anymore. So anyway, so my first house was $16,500, and that today would be in that neighborhood in Belmont would be about $120,000. So you can see what happens to housing. History says so. As we just talked about, that's the fourth reason. If you go back and look at that, the history of real estate, then you're gonna find it's going to appreciate. It's a very good investment. Many times it's not a really short-term investment. So when you're buying a house, you're buying long-term. Okay, so there is the bottom line is that there's a contentious presidential election, but it's not going to affect the real estate market, if at all. Much, if at all. So I've got a quote here from Matthew Speakman, which is an economist with Zillow. And I'm going to read the quote to you. While the path of the overall economy is likely to be most directly dictated by coronavirus-related and political developments in the coming months, recent trends suggest that the housing market, which has basically withstood every pandemic-related challenge to this point, will continue its strong momentum in the months to come. So what that means for you sellers out there, better get moving, because basically the gains we've seen so far aren't going to continue. That would be crazy to think that. They'll probably start dropping down to around 2.5% to 3% a year. So if you're going to sell, this is a really good time to sell, and you'll probably get a premium for your property. If you're a buyer, you can probably expect to pay a little more than asking if it's really the house that you want, and you're of course you do inspections and that kind of thing too. But it's a great time to buy, a great time to sell. So buyers and sellers, get out there and take care of it. Okay, this is Bob Whigham with Remax Ultimate signing off. Until next time.